Have you ever felt like no matter how hard you try, suffering still finds a way into your life? Have you questioned whether there's a single, effective method to truly dissolve karmic burdens and break free from life's endless cycles of pain? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're exploring a profound and powerful practice revered for centuries across the Buddhist world, the chanting of Amitabha Buddha's name. In this video, we'll go deep into why this seemingly simple act, reciting Namo Amitabha, has been called the supreme method for liberation. We'll explore how it works, why it works, and why Master Yin Guang, one of the most respected Pure Line patriarchs, considered it the ultimate practice for both ending suffering and eliminating karma. You might be thinking, can something as simple as reciting a name really change your life? The answer, backed by centuries of testimony, texts, and personal transformation, is a resounding yes. The practice of chanting Amitabha's name is not just a ritual. It is a complete path. It is a gateway, a method, and a profound vehicle of salvation. According to Master Yin Guang, in this era of increasing suffering and spiritual decline, no other method is more reliable, more direct, or more universally accessible. But before we understand the how, we must understand the why. Why is this world so filled with suffering? According to Buddhist teachings, the root of all suffering is ignorance, our inability to see reality as it truly is. This ignorance leads to craving, attachment, and aversion. We build karma through our actions, speech, and thoughts. Karma, in turn, binds us to the cycle of birth and death as answer. The heavier our karma, the more painful our experiences, and even when we seek peace or pleasure, it's temporary, fleeting, gone in a moment. This cycle continues endless, life after life, unless we find a way to break through. And that's where Amitabha Buddha comes in. Amitabha, the Buddha of infinite light and infinite life, made a series of great vows eons ago. The most extraordinary of these was the 18th vow that anyone who sincerely recites his name, even 10 times at the moment of death, would be welcomed into his pure line, free from suffering, full of Dharma joy, and perfectly conducive to attaining enlightenment. This vow is the spiritual safety net for all beings, especially in the current Dharma-ending age, when most of us lack the ability to meditate for long hours, comprehend deep philosophies, or completely renounce the world. At the chanting of his name, this we can do while walking, sitting, working, or even while low. Master Yin Guang emphasized that among countless Dharma doors, chanting Amitabha's name is supreme, because it is easy to practice, deep in meaning, and vast in merit, transcends intellect. It is available to the rich and poor, young and old, educated and illiterate. So how does it eliminate karma? The moment you sincerely recite Namo Amitabha, your mind shifts frequency. You move from ego-centered thought to Buddha-centered awareness. Your intention aligns with the Buddha's vow. That alignment generates immense merit, not just from your own effort, but by tapping into the ocean of merit created by Amitabha himself. It's like plugging into a power source far greater than yourself. Each recitation plants a seed of awakening, and these seeds accumulate. It purifies. It transforms. Ink of karma is dense fog. Each sincere recitation is like a ray of sunlight burning that fog away. But there's more. Chanting Amitabha's name isn't just about eliminating past karma, it also protects you from creating new karma. Because it cultivates mindfulness. When your mind is focused on the Buddha, it is not caught in anger, greed, or delusion. Where thoughts become clear, your actions become more compassionate, where speech becomes more truthful. That is the transformative power of this practice. Let's look at real-world examples. There was once a merchant named Zhu, who lived a life of greed and indulgence. In his later years, he encountered Pure Line teachings. At first, he laughed them off, but after facing serious illness and the loss of his wealth, he was humbled. He began chanting Amitabha's name daily. Within months, those around him noticed a profound change. His temper softened. He began giving to the poor. He made peace with his family. On his deathbed, he held a string of prayer beads, repeating Namo Amishfo with each breath, was present reported a peaceful passing. This face radiant and calm, mind Qigong to conduct the rites remarked that Zerum felt filled with light, not metaphorically, but literally. Even in death, the Buddha's name guided him. Esther Yin Guang himself often shared such accounts not to impress, but to inspire. He urged people not to underestimate this practice just because it appears simple. In fact, he said the more worldly and busy your life, the more essential it is to rely on this method. He wrote, "One must know that this recitation method encompasses all practices, substitutes all practices, and fulfills all practices." Meaning, by truly dedicating yourself to Amitabha recitation, you are not missing out on deeper paths, you are walking the deepest one. So how can you begin? Start small. Ika time, early morning, before sleep, during a walk. Begin with 10 recitations. Reset a timer for 5 minutes. Let the sound of Namo Amishfos become familiar to your ears, your breath, your mind. Chant out loud if you can. Whisper if you must. Think it silently when in public. You don't need to chant fast or slow, loud or soft. You just need to chant with sincerity. The power is not in the volume, it is in the heart. And as you build this habit, notice how your life shifts, not magically, but gradually. You'll find more calm amidst chaos, more forgiveness where there was once bitterness, more resilience in the face of fear. Doesn't mean problems disappear, but it means you are no longer overwhelmed by them, because you carry a deeper anchor, the connection to the infinite light. And when the time comes, that final moment we all must face, the practice you've built becomes your bridge. Then if your body is weak, even if you cannot speak, your mind will remember. The Buddha's name will rise like a light within. And in that moment, you will not be alone. Metaphysics will meet you. Adieu. Welcome you. This is not a fantasy. This is a living truth, proven by centuries of practitioners. So I invite you, take this practice seriously. Don't wait until illness or crisis strikes. Begin now. Build the habit, not out of fear, but out of trust, out of devotion, out of the understanding that you are not helpless in the face of karma. You have a tool, path, promise. And that promise is, if you remember the Buddha will remember you. Thank you for watching this video. If you've experienced the blessings of chanting Amitabha, share your story in the comments below. Inspire others. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and support our channel by joining as a member. Stay devoted, stay steady, and may every breath you take bring you closer to the pure light. See you in the next video.